So the ones that are on my Letterboxd account, like with most people, those are constantly shifting. But there are probably a couple of mainstays in there. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Being a huge fan of Raiders of the Lost Ark, I couldn't wait for this movie. And then it comes out and I felt like it was made only for me and no one else. It was perfect. It was Raiders of the Lost Ark, but Raiders of the Lost Ark on steroids and put on a roller coaster. I just couldn't believe it. And still, I watch it a couple times a year, and I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they made this movie. It's pure momentum. It's pure entertainment. I love it. I'm willing to concede that Raiders and Last Crusade might be better movies, but this one is my favorite. It's just perfect. Midnight Run. In '88, when that came out, I was in high school and certainly knew who Robert De Niro was, and was a fan of his. But at that point, I hadn't really discovered De Niro Scorsese. I hadn't really absorbed Godfather in the right way yet. I just didn't quite. I needed another year or two physiologically to be ready for those movies and emotionally be ready for those movies. So Midnight Run was blockbuster De Niro, and it spoke directly to me. But now, decades later, I look back on it. The reason it was so effective at the time is because it's perfect, because the movie itself sets up its tone, its rules, its objectives, and the characters perfectly in the first 3 or 4 minutes. And these two guys figure out that they need each other. They need each other in order to continue on with their lives. They're both broken in a way, and they sort of inadvertently heal each other before moving on and getting on with their lives, and will never see each other again. But they needed each other at this one point. Sex, Lies, and Videotape. James Spader is someone I sort of grew up with, Pretty in Pink, but this is really where we really got to see him kind of split wide open. And it's one of my very favorite performances. And Peter Gallagher and Laura San Giacomo and Andy McDowell, it's like this incredible quartet. It remains, I think, perfect. I think it's a perfect screenplay. This is the movie that made me realize people in a room talking was plenty. I didn't need anything more than that. And it was things they were talking about, the themes of the movie really blew my mind. And it really teed me up to be ready to, because it's soon after that I kind of discovered, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Godfather, Godfather 2, and really kind of dove into all that stuff. But Sex, Lies, and Videotape, and right before it, Do the Right Thing, really kind of got me thinking about different kinds of movies and opening my mind up. Defending Your Life. Defending Your Life came out right as I was about to graduate high school. I was gonna leave and move to Los Angeles to pursue acting and go to an acting academy. And I was thinking about actually doing this for a living. And so this really inspired me, because Albert Brooks is obviously starring in, wrote, directed. I think also the issues he's dealing with, the issues of mortality and love. And I think these are also things that were kind of bubbling up for me at the time. And so I immediately wrote my own little one-act play that I performed at the sort of talent show at school, where I was in a waiting room, and it was just a complete ripoff of Defending Your Life. But it kind of inspired me to sort of really push for existential comedy. But beyond all of that too, the movie is so deeply funny. It's one of just a handful of movies that I've gone to see the next night after first seeing it. I had to see it again as soon as possible. And so my friend Barry and I saw it, laughed our asses off, and the next day we went and saw it again. I still can't get enough of it.